Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are all doing well. I am doing pretty good myself, especially because of what I want to talk about in this video. By the way, I apologize if you can hear the fan in the background. It is quite hot inside, especially in my room where it's pretty much the hottest place in the house. But it's also the best for recording for like the audio and whatnot, so I have to be in here. So I have the fan on super high. So I apologize if you can hear that, but hopefully it's not too bad. But yeah, basically something that I realized, and I'm sure this was already a thing, I'm sure I wasn't like the first person to think about this, but something that I realized is that you can control your own mood, and pretty much your attitude about things can control whether you're happy or not. You know, whenever you're in a bad mood for whatever reason, really I find that if you just be cool about it, that can make it not as bad. I'm not saying you have to deny it, but just accept it and be okay with it. And that'll make it a lot easier to deal with. And I find that a lot of the time it will make you not as upset or angry as you were. You can get all upset with whatever it may be. You can be mad or whatever, but honestly, I think it feels better to just be okay with it. Especially if it's something that's out of your control. There's no point worrying about or being upset about something that's not in your control and that you can't do anything about. The best thing to do is to just, accept that, yeah, that sucks, but there was nothing I can do about it. So you might as well just move on with it and do whatever you can to make it better. But just choose to stay calm and be okay with it. Because if you just get all upset about something that happened, you're not really gonna be able to move on. Of course, you'll eventually have to move on, so you might as well do it sooner rather than later. And that way you can not be upset about it for so long and again try to make it better. Really, it's all up to you if you want to be happy or if you want to be miserable about something and just super upset about it. You might as well just accept what happened and have a good attitude about it and move on. There's nothing you can do to change it now, so just be okay with it. Just choose to stay calm and not worry about it. And just be happy about it. Have a good attitude because you'll be in a better mood and you'd much rather be happy and be able to think about something. And yes, it might have been bad what happened, but it's better than being all upset about it. Just accept it and move on because you'd rather be able to move on than to be all upset about it, even if you might feel like that's all you want to do. You'll feel upset and you'll want to get super angry depending on what happened, but you just have to know to try to stay calm and be cool about it. It's one of those things where you just have to trust yourself. Trust like your past self that knows you should be calm about it, even though your present self is telling you the opposite. Because really, no matter how upset you feel about something, it'll always be better to just take a step back and be okay with what happened. And that way you can think about what happened without being almost blinded by how upset you are, because that can lead you to make decisions based on your emotions, which is never a good thing. Just take a step back and think about it, and again, just be okay with it because there's nothing you can do about it. You can't change the past, but you can change how you deal with it. Like the title of the video says, unless I thought of a different title, you can control your mood. Like I said, no matter how angry or upset you might feel, you'd always rather be happy. And it can be difficult, but again, just trust your past self. And I think that's a very important thing to have and to be able to do because it can make you almost like whimsical. I'm not really sure if that's the right word, but I saw this YouTube video where it was about just being happy and being whimsical. And I think that's a powerful thing, to be able to just be happy and be, charming even when something goes the wrong way. This is especially important today where people are always so negative. People always tend to be so negative now and talk about the things that are bad, and that can honestly ruin your life. If you're always worrying about the bad things and always being negative and never looking on the bright side at what's good, then that could have a serious impact on your life and your happiness. Even if some things aren't great, being whimsical and looking on the bright side And being able to enjoy the good things, even though there might be bad things, is a really powerful thing. That can make you just a lot happier overall. It'll make you more able to enjoy life, because even if there are a lot of bad things going on, there's always something to be grateful for and something that you can enjoy. Just be okay with the bad things and be able to accept them and have a good attitude about it. You can choose to not get so upset about them, and if you can do that, then you'll be a lot happier in life, especially if you can look on the bright side, because there's really a lot to be happy about. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say. If you got something out of this video, a like or subscribe would be appreciated. Thanks for spending part of your day with me. Until next time, take care of yourself.